Is there a flickering black spark somewhere? What does this mean? The Sanderson sisters might be back in Hocus Pocus 3 to cause more trouble. We have good news for you. Guess what? Sarah Jessica Parker is coming back as the sassy Sarah Sanderson. There's a new witch on board. Yeah, did you hear that right? We have a lot more to share about Hocus Pocus 3, so stay with us until the end of the video to jump onto a magical journey with us. So, let's get started. To begin with, Sheryl Crow is now part of the Hocus Pocus crew. Is she going to be your friend or enemy? The witches are getting ready for some evil fun. Disney's Magic Pod is cooking up Hocus Pocus 3, and D'Angelo can't wait to give Hannah Waddingham a bigger part. This is certain to give the story a new twist. In the new movie, there's also a funny witch who gives hints that big changes are coming to the group. We have suspicions that the movie might come out in October of this year. With all these new parts and turns, the movie looks like it will be even more magical and fun than before. All of us remember how the 2022 version of Hocus Pocus on Disney Plus was a huge hit, right? So, the great Anne Fletcher, who directed Hocus Pocus 2, will be back to make the third movie. Hocus Pocus 2's ending seemed to wrap things up nicely, but there was a sneaky scene after the credits that made fans very excited and interested. If you want to know if Hocus Pocus 3 is going to happen, the answer is a confident yes. If you've not seen Hocus Pocus 2 yet, beware, spoilers are coming. The new movie doesn't have a full starry list yet, but it's hard to imagine a Hocus Pocus movie without Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Najimy. They were great as Winifred, Sarah, and Mary Sanderson, and they may play them again. A lot of people think that the Sanderson sisters will come back, but there is also talk about whether or not there will be any new characters. Screenwriter Jen D'Angelo has hinted that she might be adding new characters. This means that there may be a new group of magic users who bring their style to the movie. Talking about the idea of a third Hocus Pocus movie and what it might look like, Bette Midler, who plays the famous Winifred Sanderson, has said that she might be willing to make a third movie if the idea is right. A lot of fans are excited too. They all want more Sanderson sisters, but only if the story is interesting and makes sense. However, the sad news is that Doug Jones, who plays Bill Butcherson, might not be coming back. Bill might not be around anymore because of Winifred's curse. There is good news though. Tiffany Peake, who plays Becca, Lila Bingham, and Sam Richardson from Hocus Pocus 2 all can't wait to come back. If they agreed to come back, it would give the story a lot more life and fun. There's also interesting talk that Hannah Waddingham's witch character might get more screen time. This might give the movie a new twist. The Sanderson sisters got new friends, both witches and humans, each with their quirks and skills. It's a great chance to add new characters and plots that could make the movie even more interesting. Even though we only know a little about Hannah's witch mom so far, the next movie's young witches are already getting people excited. Liza, one of the young witches, made a joke that one might become too power-hungry, which was a fun take on the story. Also, Whitney Peake's line, "Somebody's going to have to light it," gives a hint that a second black flame candle might be involved. This could lead to new adventures, and it could help some kids follow the story. That being said, there's a lot to look forward to. Many of the actors who were in the first Hocus Pocus movie but not in the second are very excited about the chance to return. Sharon Shaw, who played Allison, and Aaron Burr, who plays Binks the cat, can't wait to come back. They're excited to return to the magical world and go on new adventures with the young witches. Fans are even more excited because they want to see some of their favorite characters from the first movie come back. People are talking about how surprising the next movie might be. Fans are excited for spells, magic, and other amazing things to happen. It's like a bubbling pot of options, and everyone is ready for another incredibly fun trip. A lot of people always enjoy Hocus Pocus, and the story will always remind them of good times. Another star from the show, Kathy, agrees that it's a really fun story. The thought of it makes her smile and remember good times. Omri Katz, who played Max, is also excited about the idea of a third movie. It makes him happy to think about working with his old co-stars again. But wait, where it all started. Three witches called Winifred, Sarah, and Mary Sanderson caused a lot of trouble in the quiet town of Salem in 1693. They were called the Sanderson sisters, and they caused a lot of trouble. A brave little boy named Theory had to face them and deal with their mess. So, a long time ago, Binks the cat stopped the three witches known as the Sanderson sisters from making Salem a terrible place to live. However, things did not remain calm. The oldest of the Sanderson sisters cast a bad spell before she was found. She said that the witches would come back if a virgin lit the black flame candle in 1993. In 1993, a new kid named Max Dennison moved to Salem. He finds that candle with a very dark spark and lights it. Oops. The Sanderson sisters come back to life with that one easy thing. It's no longer safe in Salem. They're very angry with the town and want to get back at them and make the most of their second chance. They want to stay young forever by taking the life force from all the kids in Salem. Danny, Max's little sister, and Allison, his crush, are not going to let the witches win. They work together with Binks, a talking cat with magical powers, and Billy Butcherson, a zombie who used to be with Winifred, one of the witches. Billy doesn't like being a zombie, but he agrees to help out. They have a funny and scary fight with the Sanderson sisters as a group. There are also lots of tricks and treats going on as they try to keep the witches from taking over the town. Also, there is a fun scene where we see Winifred as a girl in 1653. In Hocus Pocus, there's a great mix of magic, action, and comedy. If you saw the first movie, you know that it's about three witch sisters named Winifred, Sarah, and Mary Sanderson. On Halloween night, they come back to life and cause a lot of trouble in Salem. First, let's talk about the past. Winifred Sanderson doesn't always follow the rules. In her time, she doesn't follow the rules. She would rather wear a pointy hat and make potions that do what she's supposed to do. Salem doesn't like how rebellious she is, though, so they kick her out. Winifred won't give up, though. Sarah and her sister Mary are going with her into a scary forest. They want to find something strong, even though it's a dangerous place. A wise old witch gives Winifred a book of spells when they meet her. It's much cooler than any party invite you could think of. For Winifred, this is the beginning of her deep dive into magic. It also sets the stage for all the crazy events in the first Hocus Pocus movie. After almost 30 years, Hocus Pocus comes out. The Sanderson sisters are back and doing the same things they always do. We meet a new person named Becca this time. She's 16 years old and having a party with her friends for her birthday. They're having fun when they come across an odd magic shop. As they look around, they come across a strange black candle. They light it up without realizing how dangerous it is. Oh no, that light brings the Sanderson sisters back to life. Winifred, Sarah, and Mary are back in Salem and ready to make trouble again. They want to get back to Salem, so they plan to do it on Halloween, which turns into a big scary fight. The movie is over, but when Becca and her friend Izzy light the lamp, it makes new things possible. So, do you think the Sanderson sisters will come back for another crazy fight? And are you looking forward to Hocus Pocus 3? What do you expect from the movie? Do share with us in the comments section below. And if you enjoyed watching the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And once again, thanks for watching.